And welcome back to Open Line. Our topic tonight is DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. We have two guests with us tonight, Molly Haynes from Equal Chance for Education, as well as Stephany Castro. Thank you both for talking to us so far. We want to go back. Stephany, we wanted to talk to you about a little bit of your high school experience. You said you graduated from STEM Prep High School, and that's obviously played a big role in your life.
Yes. So graduating at STEM, I was part of the founding class, and our director there helped us a lot throughout college. I mean, their main goal is for everybody to go to college, and I mean, I'm there now, and they helped us with going to Cumberland. There's 22 of us going to Cumberland, and now we have a bus transportation, which is the first time you ever see this for college students. Well, they usually pick us up at the old high school, and from there we go back to campus, and it's been a big help because a lot of us students, you know, it's a long drive. It's a 45-minute drive from our home, and it helps a lot with like gas and just being there on time. You know, campus is small, so you rarely find parking, and so, you know, having a bus there, you know, you don't have to worry about finding parking there. So
it makes life easier, right?
Yeah,
it just makes it a little more streamlined. And so you've had a positive college experience so far. Yeah. And what are your plans for the future? Do you know yet?
Yes. So I plan to major in early childhood education. I want to become a kindergarten teacher or focus in like the elementary area, and then like as I practice, as I'm teaching, I want to also like continue studying for my master's in education.
And none of that would have been possible without DACA, correct? Without
DACA and NECE, of course, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, we do have a caller. We want to get to Phil. You are live on Open Line. Can you hear us?
Yes. Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. What's your comment or question?
Wonderful. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for having this program on. These two young ladies are doing a very wonderful thing, and I appreciate both of them. And I hope that the young lady who was in high school is going to continue on and get her master's and her PhD.
Thank you.
But one thing I want to say is this. How do you feel about the fact that a program that Barack Obama started in 2012 is trying to be undermined by now the President of the United States? And why does he want to do this, do you think, to stop people such as this young lady from getting ahead in this world today? That's my question. Thank you very much, and I hope the best of you.
Thank you for calling, Phil. We appreciate it. Obviously, yeah, the root of all this is President Trump trying to overturn the program, which is why it's got all the way to the Supreme Court. What's the counter argument, I guess?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you, Phil. We appreciate your thoughts and your call and your kind words. You know, obviously this has been a back and forth and in limbo for a while, and I think the students, I mean, I can't speak for your feelings, but I know the ones that I've talked to are sick of being used as a ping pong ball in this whole debate here. There hasn't been a solution in Congress, and we've had all these different things happening within the courts, and that's why we're now at the Supreme Court decision. So it's almost like hopefully we can have a decision from this so that they can quit being used back and forth, but it is interesting how things have happened since Trump has been in office, for sure.
Yeah. And for you, it has to be tough watching it go back and forth, right? Kind of being unsure about what the future holds.
Yes, of course. I agree. I totally agree with Molly. And you can see, like, I see a lot of people going out there and protesting, and, you know, you see nothing happening. When you think it's everything's going to work out fine, you know, it goes back to being all negative, all down. And, you know, you have always that feeling about, like, what's it going to be for you? What's it going to be for your family, you know? So, yeah.
I mean, I guess the counter argument that I've heard from other people is that if your parents came to the country illegally, you know, you're part of that family, and you should all be punished. I mean, which I think, again, I'm just saying that would be the counter argument, but as you've shown, it's a very separate situation.
It is, yeah, because, I mean, the way my mom told me she came here to find a better opportunity for me, you know, that was her only reason. It was nothing else, not to like hurt the country or anything, you know, it's just to find a better opportunity for me and for herself as well, you know, like with a job opportunity or something. So yeah.
All right, well, let's go back to the phones. We've got another caller here. James, you are live on Open Line. Go ahead.
Hey, first of all, I want you to know that Republicans love legal immigration. We love our legal immigrants. We love our Hispanic brothers and sisters. But we are a nation of laws. We expect people to come through the front door legally, so we know they're coming in and they're good people and they're going to pay their taxes. And if you actually look at the facts, Trump offered citizenship for DACA, but the Democrats would not come to the table. They refused to come to the table and were unwilling to bend at all. So if you really look at the facts, Trump was all for giving DACA citizenship. So the people that are the previous caller, he is completely wrong. And for you to say that Trump isn't for legal immigration, it's bogus. Trump loves his legal immigrants, and we have to have immigrants come into this country. They are they're awesome, and they offer so much for this country, but you have to come here legally. You can't just go across the border with we don't know who's coming across the border. And another thing is that there's no other countries in the world that allow illegal immigration. None of them do. We're the only country that just lets people pour across the border. It's ridiculous, and it's sad to even see you guys, especially the commentators, even just back the fact that illegal immigration is okay. I mean, it's wrong in every sense of the way. I mean, I raised my kids that I told my kids, I said, boys, if we ever wanted to go to Mexico or Canada and to move to any of those two countries, we would not break the law and bust across the border illegally. We would go the right way, we would file the papers, and we would do it the right way because we are good people and we don't believe in breaking the law. Thank you. But that girl there, she's got a great future in her. We love our legal immigrants, and I hope the Democrats come to the table and offer a solution because we have to fix the illegal immigration. Democrats are doing nothing. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for calling. We appreciate it, James. Thank you. Well, Stephany, you've been open that your parents did come to the country illegally. I mean, how does that make you feel when you hear a call like that?
I mean, you get a lot of emotions round up, but
it's okay.
Yeah. I know my parents did it for me. You know, they didn't do it for anybody but for me. So I think when I hear something like that, it comes back to me because I'm doing everything I can to give back to them. And
it's okay. I know it's an emotional issue. I mean, how does it make you feel when you hear a call like that?
Yeah, I think there's two parts to that I'd like to address on. One is this whole the right way argument. So as you know, right now, our DACA recipients do not have a path to citizenship. And depending on what country their parents came from or immigrated from, there is no right way technically right now. The lines are so backed up, it would take years and years and years. And there's challenges in that of itself. He did talk about that we need to have some sort of immigration reform, and I think he's absolutely right. These laws haven't been touched or changed in decades, and I think that's where part of the problem comes from. So yeah, I mean, and Stephany has been here since she's 1 year old. She wants to be a teacher. She wants to educate young people, and I think she's doing a great job. And I think it says a lot about her family that they sacrificed everything for her to have that chance.
And again, this just impacts kids like her who were born here and want to go on and go to college and improve themselves. And you've seen countless success stories where that's happened.
Absolutely. I mean, one of our very first student who this program was based off of, her name's Melissa, and she graduated from Hillwood High School and then graduated from Lipscomb, and now she's back at Hillwood High School teaching special education. I mean, which is a very honorable profession. You know, it takes a very special person to have a heart to be able to do that every day. And so we see the lives that she's changing just by being in that school. And had she not had an opportunity to get her college degree, I don't know where she would be. So we really just focus on providing educational opportunities so that our students can continue to improve upon themselves and be who they want to be.
Okay, great. Let's go back to the phones. We've got another caller here. Linda, you are live on OpenLine. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, Linda, you're live on OpenLine. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
The previous caller that was talking about Trump, first of all, Trump does not follow laws of this country, and he doesn't pay tax, and his wife can barely speak English, so I don't think he should be pushing this thing. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Well, we know this is it is an emotional issue, and we know people have strong opinions on both sides of it. I mean, like you said, to have the Supreme Court finally kind of maybe have a final say on this, I mean, that would be, I guess, the ultimate conclusion, right? That's kind of what we're hoping comes out of all this.
Absolutely.
So both sides will at least have some answers.
Absolutely.
And what would that mean to you to finally have this kind of settled?
Yeah. Because, I mean, you have less of all this negativity. And more of seeing like the true opportunities for students like me.
Absolutely. Well, we know that it's not going to be a quick decision. I guess we're hearing that it could be, they're supposed to make a ruling by the end of the term, which would be June of 2020. So it's not going to be quickly, but at least I guess there's hope that this will finally be at least addressed. And so you guys, I guess at this point, just continue to watch it, right? There's not much else you can do at this stage of the game.
Yeah, we really encourage our students to focus on what they can control and continue to be great students and a good daughter and a sister and friend, and just do everything that you can right now, to keep your chin up, and we'll see what happens when we get there.
All right, very good. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more OpenLine right after this. Stay with us.